Hey guys, and welcome to our review for Jigsaw, directed by Michael and Peter Spierig, starring Tobin Bell, Laura Vandervoort, Matt Passmore, Mandela Van Peebles, one of the best names I've heard in a while, Hannah Anderson, and Callum Keith Rennie. My name is Scott Ellis. I'm joined here by Tim McGavick.
Hey.
Tim's hype right now.
The most uncomfortable hey I've ever heard.
Hey.
Tyler Switolski.
Hey.
Hi.
And Adam Franey.
Jigsaw. Boom, boom.
I jigsaw it.
Oh god, not the puns.
Nailed it.
Tim, can you give us a little synopsis of Jigsaw
Jigsaw it.
for the viewers?
Oh.
The movie.
Yeah.
Come on, Tim.
I got you.
Thank you, buddy.
A what?
What? Dickie Lynx?
A dickhead. No, a decade after the death of serial killer John Kramer, victims begin to show up on... Wow, I have a lot of spelling errors.
Dude.
Victims begin to show up that suggest John Kramer has returned from the dead to continue his work of punishing those who have taken life for granted.
Nice. Oh, okay, yeah.
Tim, let's start with you. You've given the synopsis. What are your thoughts on Jigsaw? I know you're the podcast's biggest fan of the Saw franchise. Is that correct?
The world's biggest fan.
No, I just made that
Have
up.
you seen any of them?
Yeah. I own the first 5.
You've seen them
Wow,
all?
so you are the biggest fan.
This is a gag.
No, I do own the first 5.
You don't.
I do. Yeah.
Why?
I have.
Really?
I'll
I don't
explain
think I've ever
it.
seen them on the collection.
It was a box set that came in a gift basket.
No, I just I saw the first one when it first came
First
out
one's good.
in 2004.
This one is good.
Something like that?
2003 maybe?
Loved
I
it.
don't know. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, saw it a couple times in theaters. Saw it a bunch of times at my house.
No, not Justin Lin. James
James
Wan.
James Wan and Lee Wannell.
I don't know why I mix them up.
I do that all the time.
And then I watched 2 and 3 because it was the same guys. And then I watched 4 and 5 just cause, not in theaters. I only saw the first one in theater. The rest I watched on
You
DVD.
did 2 and 3 also?
Lee Wannell did 2 at least.
I think
I think
James
someone
Wan
else
just
did
the
3.
first
I think
one.
you just did the first one.
The producers,
The good one.
The producers stayed on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't lose those guys.
And then my brother lost them all, and then he rebought them for me on Blu-ray. But he bought me the 5th one as well, which I don't remember if I've seen or not. Definitely did not see number 6. Definitely did not see Saw 3D.
Yeah.
Definitely wish I did not see this one. I'm going to finish that.
You did not jigsaw this one.
Yes, it's terrible.
So this one's not good?
It's ridiculous. It's so stupid. The first one is really low budget and it feels low budget and it's really gritty and dark.
And that's okay in that sense.
Yeah, in this one, this is a very clean movie.
Visually?
Visually, it's
There's a gloss.
there's a gloss, studio.
digital.
This is a very studio horror movie.
It's a clean dirty. It looks like it's dirty, but it's been
yeah,
perfectly dirty.
lots of daytime scenes, which is very weird as well.
Really?
It doesn't feel like a Saw movie.
I saw
Specifically?
Stuckman's review of this, and he was talking about how the aspect ratio is different than all the other ones.
It's weird.
And it makes it look more like...
It looks like a commercial.
Yeah.
A little bit. When that jogger is suiting up, when she's jogging through the park and then she sees the body, right when she's suiting up to jog, she's tying her shoes and stuff. I'm this looks like a fucking commercial for Nike or
Adidas.
something. Yeah,
Definitely.
I'm this is it's terrible looking. Acting is terrible in it. The dialogue is terrible.
Whoa. Terrible.
Yeah, terrible. There's one guy in this movie who's in a comedy. No one else is in a comedy.
Right.
No one else is in. It's terrible. It's a bad movie, and the twist is awful too. It's the same twist that happened in.
Well, let's not spoil that.
I'm spoiling it. It's the same.
No, spoil that.
It's the same twist that happens in 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6,
Yeah.
and 7, presumably.
Who knew?
Exactly the same twist.
Who knew?
They couldn't do anything new.
Nothing new.
Hey, if it ain't
It's
broke.
Well, the one thing that really bugged me about
Do
it,
it 7
just
times.
talking about how you you did the ratio. I'm not going to share my feelings on the movie yet because I'm sure you're not finished.
I'm done.
Oh, okay.
For now.
And the house, the entire area that they put them into, because they put them into an area in this movie.
Yeah, okay.
Everything. It's huge. The first room, massive. Second room, massive. third room, massive. Like it's huge. But when you look at every other movie, it's like someone stuck in a safe, someone stuck in a small room, someone stuck in a basement. Yeah, they put that fear of small spaces there, bathrooms.
Very scary.
Even in the house one, the one was the 2 or 3, two, where they're in the house, like they don't spend like the majority of the time like in the entire like foyer. Yeah. It's all the rooms that they go into. Tiny rooms,
tiny hallways.
Exactly, and they give you that feeling. And the entire area is just open up in every single room. It's like that fear of claustrophobia, or like that feeling of being trapped is gone. Like it's like they really screwed themselves on that.
Yeah.
Do you guys like them? I like number 2, I think, as well. Kind of.
Which one's the one where you're following the less successful Wahlberg brother?
That's number 2.
Okay, that one I liked.
Okay, I liked 1 and 2.
Yeah,
I only like 1. I didn't really like 2 or 3 or 4. I don't know if I saw after 4. I don't even remember 4.
I remember the one where they go back and like find the house. Like 2 and 3 around that time, it was kind of like it was like pretty edgy.
Yeah,
you know. Yeah, it was like 2004. It was one a year for 7 years in a row. Yeah, because they're super cheap to make and they make a ton of money.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. Well, see, I liked 1 because it was like I think it was like one of the first times they'd done something like that before. Like it was very.
1's like a modern day classic horror movie.
Yeah, I think they did really well.
Say that, yeah.
And then I liked 2 because it was different from 1. You know, like 1 was like again that was like single room. Yeah. You know, it was done well, and so this one was different, but it was the same, which I kind of liked the continuity. Like they kind of made it still scary like the first one, but it was like a totally new kind of surrounding. And then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 were the same.
So I think now that we're talking about 1 is actually pretty underrated.
Yeah.
One's
think
very
about
good.
The twist, like that twist blew my fucking mind.
Yeah.
That was like early in my movie watching career, obviously.
Yeah.
I'll never forget. My jaw was on the floor.
Yeah.
Like it was mind blowing.
So the twist in this, I felt cheated this entire movie. Like I just when it came around, she was like, so I can't say that statement, but I really I was like, wow, this is it. Really, like this is the twist.
It's the twist from number 2.
So like this,
and I think number 3.
Like all of this.
There's a couple twists in
1.
Yeah, like it's
like
a
couple sort of parts to it.
So I did not like it. This felt like a spin-off to me.
It's a reboot.
Probably why it's called Jigsaw instead of Saw 8.
Not like an intentional spin-off.
But I think it's only a spin-off in the sense that it's filmed differently than the other ones. Yeah. Like plot-wise, exactly the same as every single one.
Mm-hmm.
It was clean.
I didn't like it, by the way.
It was very clean looking.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was weird. I didn't like it.
Like the buckets on the heads even looked proppy. Like it all looked very like synthetic or something, like proppy, soundstagey.
Yeah.
For me, Jigsaw is just a total colossal waste of time. Just a failure on all accounts.
Yes. I lost sleep over this movie.
Colossal waste of time.
You like it shook you to your core.
No, I lost sleep in the sense that I was going to go to bed, but then I had to go see at 10 o'clock at night.
You lost an hour and a half of sleep.
Yes, literally lost an hour and a half of sleep.
Me too.
Rocking 39% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's insanely high.
Yeah, much higher than
really high.
Maybe.
That's high, man.
Yeah, I don't know, like
almost half and half. Jesus Christ.
It just seemed lazy. Like even the like shock value is like completely lost on me now.
I don't think anyone would have gotten past the first room.
No, it's also not that gory either.
No.
They don't show a lot of stuff, I find.
That chain pulling in with the bucket scene isn't gory.
No.
That could have been worse.
They're like, zinc, and they got like a little paper cut.
Like, I think of like Green Room, for example, like the gore in that.
Yeah.
Like,
get Jeremy Saulnier to do Jigsaw. Imagine that.
I'm in if he does that.
Really?
Yeah, Jeremy Saulnier doing a Saw movie?
No, I know, but like you're in for another Saw movie.
I would be if
Jeremy
he did
Saulnier does it.
If someone had an actually fresh twist on it, I know they were sitting on this franchise that it ended after Saw 3D,
the final chapter,
which was 7 years ago as well.
2 movies ago.
They're waiting for someone to come in and give them a good pitch, and these guys did apparently. It was shit.
What?
Sorry.
How?
We're waiting for someone to give them a
This
pitch.
is the best pitch they've had in 7 years.
That's the best you got?
To do the same movie.
Yeah.
We're going to do the
Imagine
same
number
thing?
2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. Do it again.
They're like, it's genius.
Yeah.
He's right.
I think
That's brilliant.
the traps were pretty uninspired, if that's what you're going for, which some of the previous ones were just all about how crazy you can get with the traps. And I thought, like, the actual gore they did, like, with certain scenes, like the head and, like, The guy that got all sliced up.
Yeah.
Like, it looked fine.
Yeah, the dead bodies look kind of gory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The actual happening, which was like the scariest part of those movies, I think. It's like,
there's one trap in particular I take issue with. Like,
in this movie or
logically, in this movie.
Okay.
That didn't really make sense to me.
Spinny thing?
Yeah.
That also was straight up green screen and looked terrible as well.
Yeah. To me, I just don't understand how it killed him. But we'll get to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, I just thought, like, acting bad, like, overacting from everyone. The twists weren't earned whatsoever. Like, the twist in the first one was so good because it was unexpected, but now it just seems like they just picked a random character to, like, do the twist with.
Yeah.
Like, there was no, like...
I'll explain my theory on this. Like, and I can't say it now because, actually, it probably wouldn't spoil anything because it's the exact same thing you've seen before. Fuck it, I'm going to go with it. In these movies, there's always, like, 4 or 5 people that you're watching going like, oh, it's got to be that guy. No, it's probably going to be that guy. Actually, you know what? That guy's got a lot of motivation.
Oh, yeah.
Every time, it's the person with 0 motivation.
Given to you
In the movie. Like, there's just, like, that person's just there. Like, they make you seem like, oh, it could be this person. Because look at this person's doing that. Oh, so that they've got to be them. Every single time, it's the person that has no reason to do it.
It makes the viewers look stupid.
Yeah, you feel cheated.
Because it's like, what? How? Okay, fine. You're just going to explain it and tell us how dumb we are.
So you withheld
that?
all of that.
That 10-minute explanation scene at the end is cringe.
To me, it's just not earned, and it's not like I want like little foreshadowing the whole movie. Like,
I do.
There's better ways of doing it.
I'm
not a filmmaker, but there has to be.
You're no
better way.
Brothers, okay, buddy.
There has to be a better way, in my opinion.
I saw that coming of who it was as well.
Yeah. I mean, I can't say I did, but
there's one scene where I'm like, that acting is clearly it's this person.
The bullet scene, or
no,
before that. Really?
Yeah, like just before that.
The bullet scene too.
That's what gave it to me.
I was like, fucker. Adam, what do you think?
I loved it.
You're lying.
No.
Yeah.
No one could love it. No one could love it. It's shit.
Except for the 40% of people that do.
Yeah, well, they're fucked. The 2 things, I thought that the body on the table that they're examining in the lab with like the half cut off head looked cool, like the gore or whatever, practical gore. It's pretty cool. And I liked the climax trap. I thought that was kind of clever, the laser collar.
Okay.
Ding, 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 ding.
Resident Evil.
Oh.
Yeah. I thought that was cool, and sort of I thought the twist with that was moderately clever, right? You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
The keys?
No, before that. Yeah,
the laser.
Yes.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah.
Right?
What happened there?
The fake out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Every other thing was shit. Acting was shit, obviously. Right down the list, all shit.
I think
movie shit. I'm happy I paid to see Blade Runner and then saw this instead.
True story.
Very happy.
I used a free movie on this. So,
thank God.
I paid full price.
Please don't pay for this, people, and beg of you.
There's a lot of regret in my heart right now.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think there's decent sort of scenarios set up for these characters, at least. Like, the idea is okay. These, like, certain moral positions that they're put in, you know, like, could be done well, but it just wasn't executed that well.
No.
Like, the certain scene. I mean, maybe we should get into our ratings and get into it.
Yeah.
But there's a scene, for example, like with the keys and the shotgun shell.
Like,
I don't know. I thought that was like okay,
moderately clever.
Like,
I like the idea of that.
I mean, it bothered me the way the one character acted so abruptly.
Yeah, came out of nowhere
and
killed
themselves
basically against entire. Yeah,
it's hard to sort of skirt around the words.
You're probably sleeping for that part.
I was gonna say, definitely blacked out for 20 to 25 minutes total, interspersed throughout the movie. So it could
you
be
missed
great.
a third of the movie.
I had to elbow him a couple times.
Really?
I was like,
Yeah.
You're gonna miss the trap.
I was entertained by
You're
our
gonna miss
audience.
the twist.
Tim,
Oh, we had some major plebs in our audience.
it was fun.
They were loving
A
it.
couple ahead of us
They were loving it.
cracked open a 2.6 as the movie was opening.
Out of the
Priceless.
purse.
Amazing.
Like literally, like
Full
wow.
bottle, yeah. Just
Started swigging.
That's beautiful.
The girl in that couple was Snapchatting. Like, I don't know why I'm doing that. She was like literally plain as day, full brightness on her phone, just Snapchatting. And then I was watching like her posts. She was like, "Damn, Jigsaw," with like 20 A's. And the Jigsaw puppet came out. I'm like, I want to play a game. She was like, #Jigsaw.
She's hashtagging on Snapchat.
It was
That's
cringe as
so
fuck.
cringe.
Yeah, it was
I
entertaining
I think there was like 3 other couples in the theater with me, and that was it.
we were packed.
though.
Really?
Thursday
Yeah.
at 10,
Oh, yeah.
it was like pretty full.
Wow.
Actually, yeah, we had I think I had the full theater. I think we had the big theater. I think.
Full?
Yeah,
The
and
full
it
bill?
wasn't full, but it was definitely more than it was probably about half.
Won the weekend. Won the weekend.
Yeah.
13 mil, I think.
I went to the Sunday 5:30 show,
Makes sense.
and yeah, the massive theater with 3 other couples and me.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Let's give our ratings. I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna say
4.
1 out of 5.
Yeah, 1. It's
He-
fine.
Heavy one.
Heaviest
Heavy
of
one.
ones for me.
Yeah.
Very heavy
You
one.
loved it. It's gonna be in your top 10.
Glowing praise.
Pretty much a 5.
Heavy
Top 10 Saw
one.
movies of the year.
Top 10 Saw movie of all time.
All time.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Number 10.
Is there 10? Number 9.
Well, fair warning, if you haven't seen Saw, don't. But if you don't care about being spoiled, we're going to be discussing some of the twists and turns here. So, fair warning, if you didn't want to know.
There's some
Or
twists
if you
and
don't
turns
care,
that I see, I'll tell
listen
you
on. The scene I was talking about was how the character, which you kind of, they make it seem like she's like, right from the first scene, I was like,
She's
okay,
done this shit before.
this is like, not necessarily that, but like, okay, this is the person you're supposed to root for.
Yeah.
There's like the twist that she like actually did something bad, which I guess you kind of see that coming. But how she just like, I just hated how she acted in that scene. It didn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
It's like, why would you just grab it and just fucking go to shoot it right away?
Yeah.
Like,
It went against her
think
entire
about
character.
it. Just think about what you're doing for a second. Like, you have a little bit of time. Like, think about it. I hate when characters
Like, that guy didn't have a leg. He was not going for the
act
gun.
so stupid. Just blew my mind.
Yeah.
Was there anything specific you guys want to mention? There's a couple things I want to mention.
I want to mention the really stupid twist again, which again happened in 2, 3.
Lay it out
I'm
for
pretty
us.
sure
Yeah.
4, 5,
What's the
6, 7,
twist?
8. Twist is
Tell
that
us.
what you're seeing with the traps, different time period than
Hated
everything
that.
else.
Yeah.
I felt
10 years
cheated.
before.
Happens in number 2. Number 2 is like a couple of hours. Remember
Really?
Donnie Wahlberg was watching like a recording of it, and it was like a day before that or whatever. And then number 3 is
Just
like
bodies all over the place. Maybe
number 3. Someone else is like coming through traps, and they're like a little bit late. It's like a few hours or a few days.
See, I didn't know you were talking about this.
Almost happens literally every single movie. Where like what you're seeing, yeah, that whole thing. No, he's not alive.
He's still dead.
Oh,
Still dead.
right, because it was before.
It was 10 years. This is the biggest jump in time. It's 10 years before. Yeah, stupid. That twist happens in every single Saw movie, where like what you're seeing is a different time period than
Well, here's the thing.
the investigation or whatever else is happening.
But it's worse though, because this is the worst way they did it. Because what they did was they showed that there was 2 games being played. The first one that happened 10 years ago,
Yeah.
and that's the one that they're following, and that's the one that has nothing to do with what's going on with any of the characters.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
No.
And what they're showing people just randomly dying, and yet they have they're not showing anything that happens to that. So the actual story that's happening, you get probably 5 minutes of actual material to actually figure out what's going on, and and you get none of it. When it's done, you just okay, so I just watched arguably an hour 15 minutes of a movie that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it doesn't matter.
Why did I watch any of this?
Right. Like, why not show something that was happening? Like,
Yeah.
what do you have to gain? The only reason is to make some circumvention of the
And it didn't.
timelines in order to get Tobin Bell back.
Yeah.
In order to get him back. That's the only reason that time shift exists.
Yeah.
Surprise!
Is it
This
not-
guy did this 10 years ago. So you know what? I did the exact same thing. I'm not going to show you any of it,
Not
but I
to
did the
serve the
exact
story.
same thing.
Oh, the other twist also
Yeah.
is that there's an apprentice helping Jigsaw.
Sure.
Literally happens in every single movie as well.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
He's had like 5 people helping him do this.
Who knew?
And for me, I hate that because it's such a jump, like motivationally for these characters.
Yeah.
Like to just all of a sudden go into like serial killer mode.
Yeah, trap me. You almost murdered me. I'm saved. Yeah, I'll help you murder like dozens of people.
Yeah.
It
That's
makes
fine.
no sense. Like,
No
why
sense.
the fuck would?
And that's the thing. That guy had zero. Like throughout the movie, that guy had zero motivation to be the killer.
Yeah.
None.
And then
Like,
just
there was
last
no reason
second-
to think it was him.
In the last minute, it's like, oh, we're all stupid. Why we didn't see it coming?
Surprise, you idiots! This guy was the killer all along. How did you not see that?
I don't know.
Terrible.
There's a couple like logic things that I didn't understand, but I guess makes more sense when you see the time jump. When they first show that like half decapitated head, I'm like, how that didn't happen to that? How that wouldn't happen to that person?
Mm-hmm.
Like
No.
if you got pulled into the saw,
Yeah, you get cut like here and here and like here.
It was not
like
just
it wouldn't cut your head in half.
and not that way at least.
Yeah.
I don't know. That just bothered me. The other thing was the spiral like blade trap.
Mm-hmm.
Like how did that even cut him? I don't understand.
Because those blades spinning.
I get it, but like he was reaching when they were like off.
Yeah.
When they're on, it's still the same distance.
Yeah.
Like they didn't
Yeah.
get tighter.
No, but I think that one thing was like I think like he moved something and it hit him once. Like it hit, like he hit once and then like he freaked out. Went like that's the only thing that like I'm with you. It doesn't make it's stupid, but like that's the only way that my mind can make it make sense.
Mindhunter.
People are so stupid. I'd be the first to die, and if this was happening to me, but I don't know. I just whenever I watch this, I'm like, oh.
Well, the first thing that I saw was like obviously this girl is somehow connected to Jigsaw because like she was like thinking about it like as if it was a game. Like she's like looking for clues. Like with the blood sacrifice thing. Like she's like, you have to cut yourself quickly. Like that's what he wants. It's like, bitch, you'd be panicking like a fucking psycho right now.
It's a game. That means you can win.
Yeah, right. No. So obviously,
Who
this
the
woman
fuck's-
either knows Jigsaw, has been in these games before. Like she's somehow like not oblivious to all this.
But she wasn't.
But she was his neighbor. So like to me, that means that she knew this was as soon as he started talking. She knew who it was. She knew it was a game. This is it.
I don't think that's necessarily that.
Scott, if you can make this movie make sense, you go right ahead.
Like, cause there wasn't anything really showing that she had any relationship with him. Just that he was a creeper neighbor.
No, didn't she like help him? Like, wasn't she like a nurse or something like that? And she like helped him through like his cancer or something like that.
Yes.
I think so.
Me?
Sounds right.
Was
Like,
that
she
a
was
different
very-
character?
No, that was that
previous
character.
movies.
I think you're right.
Oh yeah, and so like so there was like a connection there between those two, but like so that just was stupid. So right out the gate, you just knew that she was somehow going to be connected to all this. I thought she was from like maybe like a previous one because that happened before, didn't it? Like the killer was from a previous game, like the second one or something like that.
Amanda, yeah.
Amanda, yeah, thank you. Yeah, dumb.
Anything else specific you guys want to bring up?
No.
The gun,
No.
or the bullet scene where like he goes in like and takes the bullet out. I'm like, yeah, that's not the bullet. That's a different bullet.
Yeah, the scene before that is what gave it off
Right.
to me, where he's like, the cop confronts him in his house, and then he's like, no, it wasn't me, it was this guy because of these reasons. I'm like, this is the way he was acting. He's like, just think about it, man. It's definitely this guy. Like, he's been doing this thing, this thing.
Is any of this working on you? Like, just
Right.
like.
I'm like, this is obviously him then.
And like the obvious fake out with the girl
Yeah.
with the tattoos. I'm like, really? Like there's no way.
She goes to the website all the time. It's obviously got to be her.
Yeah.
What happened to her, by the
It was
way?
too obvious.
She ran off.
She just ran out.
Yeah.
Okay, it's like
It was a horrible conclusion to her. Like they set up this big thing, like she could be an accomplice, perhaps,
yeah.
because she's such a fan or whatever. She gets off on the Jigsaw like killings.
Yeah.
And then when it gets down to it, she just runs away.
Okay, because my sister saw it like the same night that I saw it. She went like a few hours before me and saw it, and so like we were sitting there talking about it, and I was like, "What happened to like her character, like Elle or something, Eleanor or something like that? Like, what happened to her character? Because like she seemed like she was, they made it seem like she was gonna be somehow tied to all this. She wasn't, but." Like, what happened to her character? And it's like, you didn't see it. There was a quick 1 second scene where she was like running away, flagging down a car. I'm like, that was the conclusion of her character.
Brutal.
Yeah.
Like it was so quick that I somehow missed it.
Yeah.
If you think about it, her character is just a fake out.
Yeah.
Diversion.
Straight up red herring.
That's it.
Last thing I want to say quickly is the 10-minute explanation that the guy gives the detective.
Yeah.
About he's like, 10 years ago I was in this game and like my back got cut up and I rescued him and I helped him design traps and I've been playing this for 10 years. And,
yeah.
Oh, I love that.
You let my wife die and all this stuff. I'm like,
they just throw all this exposition in last second and explain it all.
Oh, the most exposition.
Yeah.
I hate that.
So cool.
I did like that detective though. I thought he was pretty badass. Like the one that got like squidded.
5 out of 5.
I did like him.
Oh, how about the CG on that last shot?
That was terrible.
I thought it was absolutely.
It looked like the Kraken opening up.
I almost puked at not how gross it was, but just how bad it looked.
Yeah.
Truly.
Yep.
But as soon as they went and cut like the corner, like, or is it a corner? I guess is Travis. Yeah, like as soon as it went like that, I'm like, okay, there was zero blood there.
His head would have exploded and done.
There would have been something. They would have like this is a Saw movie. If they had just cut lasers through his head, there would have been something there.
They would show it.
Yeah.
Oh, with the fake lasers.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't think it was a bit. I'm like, what? Why didn't they show that?
Yeah.
That's odd for a Saw movie. And
yeah.
I was like, oh, okay.
Then they saw. Yeah.
Well, I think that'll do it for our review of Jigsaw. Tim, where can people find us?
On Twitter, Real Lates, and personally, find me.
Take 2.
I threw off my whole rhythm. You can find me personally on Letterboxd at UpRealTim and on Instagram at TheCraftPundit.
You can find us on Facebook and on Instagram at UpRealLate You can also find me on Letterboxd at UpRealTy.
You can find me, Adam, on Twitter at Franny25 and Instagram and Letterboxd at UpRealAdam.
Find myself, Scott, on Letterboxd.UpRealScott. And yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like on it. Leave a comment below in the comment section if you want to join our discussion about Jigsaw. And subscribe to our YouTube channel if you enjoy our stuff. And as always, keep it real.